I don't know you outside of YouTube. I only know you on YouTube. I know your persona of what you show on YouTube. We not friends like that for you to be calling me all willy-nilly, nigga. I live a real fucking life. And if I'm not on this motherfucker, I don't want to talk to nobody until I'm ready, to talk. I don't know you. I'm going to drop this link and I'm going to see what all the fuck you want, I'll hear you out. But then after that, bro, leave me the fuck alone, man. I don't know you. I'm not going to talk about you when I actually say, that I'm not going to talk about you, then I'm not going to talk about you. I don't have to. Even when you was on Sears platform, you was trying to talk to me then. I'm not going to address you anymore. Matter of fact, this is an impromptu live, y'all. This is an impromptu live stream. I wasn't even planning on going live, But I have to address this and I have to put it out on YouTube because why? I know you on YouTube. I don't know you in real time. So I'm not going to ever talk to you on no back end at all, ever. I'm not going to ever do that. If you want to address me about anything, you address it for everybody to hear. What the fuck is you trying to call me on the back end? I'm not going to. If we ain't getting money together, we not getting no money together. Call your son. Mentor your son. It's nothing that you can get from me. Remember, you don't need a motherfucker like me, You can stand on your own. So that's exactly what the fuck we gonna do. You have no reason to call me on the back end for nothing. I don't know you. Miss Eve, this is for you, Miss Eve. And it's nice and frosty too. Again, I don't know you outside of YouTube. I only know you on YouTube, I know your persona of what you show on YouTube. We not friends like that for you to be calling me all willy-nilly, nigga. I live a real fucking life. And if I'm not on this motherfucker, I don't want to talk to nobody until I'm ready to talk. You don't dictate when I want to talk. That's not how that goes, nigga. When I feel like talking, then I will set up a live, upcoming like I always do, and I'll follow through on what I do. Now, what you do is what you do. I don't give a fuck about what you got going on, bro, Stop talking that line with me because, see, you better know one thing about what I will do, or I will tell. Again, I don't know you outside of YouTube. I only know you on YouTube. I don't know you. I know your persona of what you show on YouTube. Again, I don't know you. I don't know you. I don't know you. I don't know you. This goofball. Salute, everybody. Good afternoon. Happy Thursday, and welcome to the show. I am your host with the most, Johnny Blaze, bringing y'all this Thursday afternoon content. Now, this Thursday afternoon content, I will be going over Leticia's third eye point of view live stream from yesterday. The title of it is Willful Ignorance. And I will give my reaction to Jessie Lee making Feminist unhinged, ladies and gentlemen. Amazing. Shout out to the chat. We got Nurse Petty up in the building, Leticia up in the chat. Come on now. Y'all come from out of the clouds. Come in the chat. Talk. Heck money. Bum, bum, bam, now. Heck money. Heck money. 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 Shout out to Heck Money up in the building. Come on now, y'all. Come on in. You know, come on. I know we can do better than this right here. Because, see, what I notice in this so-called sector, ladies and gentlemen, is that a lot of people like to be entertained by lies, right? And that's their prerogative if they want to be entertained by lies. I most definitely is entertained by the truth and being able to roast people because of their lies. And once you expose the lie, then they don't want to respond to you telling the truth on them. What they're going to do is do more slander, more defamation to your name, putting things on your name that ain't true just because they don't like you. Well, I don't like Kwame Brown, but I never put anything on his jacket. It's a lot of people on here that I really truly don't like, but I would never put, just because I don't like an individual, I'm not here to sit up here and put something on their jacket that's not true. Regardless of how much I don't like you, it don't matter about the like to me. It matters about the truth. And the truth of the matter is that these individuals, such as Biz 101, is causing a deflection because he don't want to be the target anymore. He wants other people to be the targets, and he wants the attention up off of him. Well, Biz 101, you keep going with that narrative that it's not on my record, but sir, I myself looked your name up, and you being on the sex registry is still on your record, sir. It's still there. Now, even if you would have went to go get it expunged, it takes a certain states, it takes 3 to 6 months, depending on what state you're in, right? And even then, it's not automatically off your record once you still get, if it's a spongeable or syllable, right? I know syllable ain't no word. I just made that shit up. But anyway, you first have to find out if your conviction can even be either sealed or expunged. All right. Now, if it's still on your record, now, why don't y'all plunder this thought? If he was so invested on getting that up off his record, getting up off the list, why didn't he go through the process of getting his record expunged? That is the $1 million question right there, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, you went through a lot of trouble just to get off the list, sir. How come you couldn't just get your lawyer, pay a little bit more money, and to get it expunged? You know why you probably didn't get it expunged, Biz 101? Because it has to qualify as being a conviction that is expungible. So if the charge that you have, just because you got off the sex registry list, depending on how they do it in your state, if that conviction that you have on your record is not expungible, then there's nothing you can do. It's going to stay on your record for the rest of your life. Y'all hit that like button if you're picking up what old Johnny Blaze is putting down. Shout out to Leticia's Third Eye point of view for this live stream. It was much needed. But I most definitely want to go over a few points with all of this here because, see, at the end, Biz 101, you are a sexual predator that openly admitted on Sid's platform that you were still on a sex registry in Virginia. All right, fair use. This is for educational purposes only, and to show the people as so good that Leticia pointed this out. Because a lot of people on this app, just because they don't like you, they're willing to go along with the lie. I'm telling y'all straight up, I don't care if I like you or not. I would not go along with a lie. That's just not my makeup. All right. So shout out to Leticia's third eye point of view. If one of the moderators can put Leticia's third eye point of view 2.0 link in the chat, please let's sub up to Leticia's third eye point of view 2.0, her second channel. Let's get them subs up on her channel, please, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you. Let's get to
Arabia. Mrs. Baker. Shout out to you.
Shout out to Miss Baker.
Miss Eve.
Shout out to Miss Eve.
Yes, good afternoon. Hey, Jay Hustler. Welcome to the 2.0.
Shout out to Jay Hustler.
Welcome to the 2.0. Hopefully y'all can hear me. I should have done a test on this first. Hope y'all are doing well. Hey, Evol May.
Evol May.
What's up? Kobe knows. I like your,
what's the word?
Your avatar. Hey, Just Jay.
Hey, Just Jay.
Just Jay. Driving the trucks. That girl good.
Hey,
Sugar Bear.
What up with a yam sale?
Sugar Bear.
What's the word, man?
Uncle L.
Uncle L. Future.
Happy hump day. I'm not going to be long. Probably 30 minutes. I don't want to miss anybody. Hey, Carlos.
Yo, Carlos.
Watch out now. Yo, where were you raised? Boy, where was you raised?
In Florida. Soul Snatcher. What's the word, Lord?
Make sure I ain't miss anybody. Hey, JB. Welcome. Johnny Blaze.
Always.
Blaze.
Attendance. Always. Johnny
Welcome
Blaze.
to the chat. I should have done a test. I didn't even see if y'all can hear me.
Oh, we can hear you now.
You can hear. I can hear. Okay, good.
Yes, Leticia, we hear you loud and clear. We just waiting on the presentation.
Hey, KTC, what's good, my fellow Texanite? Hope you are swell. Hopefully, you didn't get hit by the floods. It is what it is. Graphics God is in the house.
Hey, Trey.
Yes, I have dropped the link, Evol May. I sure have. The link is pinned to the chat, y'all. There's a Cash App. If you want to hit the Cash App, you can. I wish this thing would stop doing that.
Brothers and sisters, get on.
I have my phone on too, so I can see the chat. Yeah, so you can hit the link if you want. Like I said, I'm not going to be maybe 30 minutes at the most. A lot of this shit is going on here, man.
Speak on it.
I missed a lot, but I saw a lot too today. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, speak on it.
Yeah, damn. Yam Sam.
Yam Sam, what's
welcome. Happy hump day. If y'all got off of work, I'm glad. I hope you had a good day at work. What time is it now? Oh, 4:45. Okay. Not bad. Some of y'all might be still at work. You can hear me good. Okay. Steady grinding. Hey, babes. TP. King Spectre. this. When you going live on Sunday, we need a chat war. We need a chat war. What happened to the chat wars? I don't know if I passed anybody up. I know I spoke. Trey Spectors was here already. Hope y'all are doing well, man. It is cray out here, man.
You got
all kinds of drama. Sheesh. Working and listening. Okay, sweetie. Yeah, what happened to the chat wars, man? Katana. Hey, sweetie. Welcome. Hit the like or dislike on your way.
Wait a minute. Because she introduced.
Letting them borrow money that they going to pay.
Skip past a little bit of this. Okay.
All right. So as you see here, willful ignorance refers to the deliberate avoidance of information that contradicts one's existing beliefs or the negative consequences of one's actions. It occurs when individuals are aware at some level that their beliefs may be false, but choose to ignore the evidence. Choose to ignore the evidence. Let me do it like
they choose to ignore the evidence because it's people that they don't like. And see, here's my thing right here, right? It shouldn't matter if you really like a person or not, either way. If it's true, okay, call it out. But if it's not true, but you're listening to a lie and you're still going to go along with the lie, knowing that the truth is on out there, then you are part of the problem. What up with it, no cap?
Dr. Umar, one more time, one more again, huh, JB? Choose to ignore the evidence that could prove them wrong. This behavior can serve as a defense mechanism allowing individuals to maintain a sense of safety in their beliefs, even if it leads to socially harmful outcomes. Say it one more time in the back. Even if it leads to socially harmful outcomes. Carlos, you in the building? One more time. One more again. Even if it leads to socially harmful outcomes. So, you've seen this play out before with someone else, and you chose to be willfully ignorant. And now it's happened to you, and it has led to socially harmful outcomes. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I don't have no soundboard. So crowd goes wild. Okay. So being willfully ignorant does not help you. It doesn't help you even in the court of law. Okay. It doesn't even help you in the court of law. Okay. There's actually judges who will tell you just because you didn't know doesn't mean you won't go to jail, or just because you didn't know doesn't mean you won't get this ticket.
Correct. That part right there. That be the lamest excuse to me in the world to tell an officer you break an infraction. The officer pulled you over and tell you about the infraction that you did, and you tell the officer, well, officer, I didn't know. That doesn't work that way in the real world. You think they give a damn about you not knowing? You still gonna get that ticket. Either one or two things gonna happen. You still gonna get that ticket, or you still gonna go to jail. Either way, they don't give a damn about you not knowing. Mr. Milligan in the chat from Philly. Salute to you, Mr. Milligan. Hope all is well with you. So no, in the real world, you don't get a chance to play ignorant to the fact, you know what I'm saying, especially when when the truth is on out there. The truth is on out there, you choose to ignore it because it's somebody that you don't like. Now, Biz 101. Let me refer this to you. Do you actually think I wasn't speaking on you beforehand before you came out of your mouth and said that you was on the sex registry in Virginia on Sid's platform? That and that alone is when I spoke on you, sir. Beforehand, your name would never go on a title. Your likeness would never go on a thumbnail. Like, bro, I really don't give a fuck about you. You brought this all to light to YouTube for people to sit up and have an opinion. You sat up here and said to everybody, not just Queenie, not just the people that was on Sid's panel other than Queenie. No, you said it to everybody that you was still on a sex registry in Virginia. These are your words, sir. If people been following me long enough to understand, I did a show about it. Oh, yeah. So you can't blame nobody but yourself, bro. You put it out there. Exactly, Brian. He was only known for wearing a suit and a tie for a rabbit trial prior to the registry. That's all we knew about in that Bitcoin bullshit. Man, we didn't know nothing about your ass, nor did a motherfucking care.
Okay. It's happened before. I didn't know. My homegirl told me she was coming out of her apartment, right? And she didn't know because there wasn't a stop sign that she was supposed to stop before going on to the public street. She didn't know that. She got a ticket. Cop pulled her over, gave her a ticket, said, "Didn't you were supposed to stop before you just came on out your apartment complex and you just went on out and you didn't stop. So I'm giving you a failure to stop." Okay. So she got a ticket for failure to stop. She's like, "Oh, they didn't have a stop sign. There's no stop sign. Did you know that?" I said, "Oh, I had no idea. I'm glad you told me, because sometimes if I don't see traffic, oncoming traffic, I'll just turn. You know what I'm saying? I'll just turn on to the street." Okay.
Now, in all fairness, even to that though, Leticia, all fairness, right? Unless it's a stop sign or a sign to tell you no turn on red, which it's different scenarios. I get it though. If you don't see no oncoming traffic, you do just kind of shoot on out there. I play it a little bit different though. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna make my all four wheels stop and stop for at least 5 seconds before I actually make the turn. And I can have it, but I would rather do that because see, these police officers is so lousy and petty. They trying to get their, quota. So I'm not gonna give it to them that easy. I'm gonna actually abide by the guidelines. But again, you're right though, Leticia. A lot of people do that. If they come to an intersection and they got the right of way, ain't no oncoming traffic coming, they shoot out. Fuck that stop sign. So yeah, you're right about that. But me, I don't. Fuck that.
That's what it is. So she got a ticket because of her ignorance, just not knowing the law. And there are some things that we might be like, well, I didn't know, but now you know. Okay, so it shouldn't.
But see, this is even my thing, even with that though. At a certain age, you can't keep using that excuse that you didn't know. Let's just be honest, ladies and gentlemen. Are you going to go along with me if I sit up here and say, well, man, I didn't know I wasn't supposed to have said that? No. Then that means that I'm falling in that category of willful ignorance. See, even when you do wrong on here, I notice that a lot of people, when they do wrong, they don't give a fuck. They figure like, shit, it's the internet, this YouTube. I can do as much wrong as I want to. Who the fuck gonna check me, right? What's the word? Not worth it. But in all actuality, that's not really true, because you can be checked. You can. You just don't know it, but if you don't know it, then guess what? You eventually will find out. Ask the co-host of Biz 101.
Happen again. But if it's happened in the past with someone else, you should be wary of it happening to you. You don't know these people. You don't know anybody on here unless you really know them in real life. I
don't know you. The only person that I know on a personal level that I actually grew up with, hey, what's going on, Uncle Will? I know Dave in real life. Me and Dave then broke bread together. Me and Dave then hustled together. I know that, well, I know that man personally. You feel what I'm saying? But anybody else that's on this app, I can't say that. I can't say that I know anybody on this app personally. All I know is what you display on YouTube, your persona. That's it. That's it. So for me to sit up here and willfully be ignorant to the fact that actually say that I know any one of y'all, that would be a bold-faced lie. I do not. So I'm not going to sit up here and be willful ignorant to that fact. I don't know y'all. Now, if I was to have met people in person, broke bread with them, then that would be a different scenario, but it's not. I've never did that.
There's some people on here that really do know each other in real life. But right. If you don't know them, you just now meeting them and stuff like that, you don't know who they are from Adam. Okay, so don't go and wander and man meet and then end up feeling betrayed because you really thought y'all was cool like that. Y'all ain't that.
That's exactly, Leticia, you nailed it right there. That is your fault if you sitting up here thinking that you friends with anybody on this damn app. No one on this app owes you any loyalty at all. Okay? No one. I don't give a damn if it's Uncle Will. I don't give a damn if it's Leticia. I don't give a damn if it's Soul Snatcher. I don't give a fuck. It could be Mr. Milligan. No one owes me no loyalty. None. So I shouldn't come up in the situation expecting any type of loyalty from anybody. Okay? You come in, to me, in my opinion, you come in looking at it as, what up with the EV? You come in looking at it as you a solo act in the first place. If people draw to you, what up with it, Julian? If people draw to you, then they draw to you, right? But under no circumstances am I going to assume anything about y'all. I let the actions and I let your words dictate on how that's going to be.
Cool. Y'all only known each other online. It's a virtual meeting. We are virtually conversing and socializing. That's it. I don't know Heck Money Harlem. I don't know him. I've seen him in my lives. I've seen him on other lives. I met him years ago online. I don't know what he looks like from Adam or Sam. I know somebody.
Oh my God. This drop right here is on point. Now I got to play it. I got to play the drop because it's coinciding with what Leticia is saying. Again, I don't know you outside of YouTube. I only know you on YouTube. I know your persona of what you show on YouTube. friends like that for you to be calling me all willy-nilly, nigga. I live a real fucking life. And if I'm not on this motherfucker, I don't want to talk to nobody until I'm ready, to talk. I'm going to drop this link, and I'm going to see what all the fuck you want, I'll hear you out. But then after that, bro, leave me the fuck alone, man. I'm not gonna talk about you when I actually say that I'm not gonna talk about you. Then I'm not gonna talk about you. I don't have to. Even when you was on Sears platform, you was trying to talk to me then. I'm not gonna address you anymore. Matter of fact, this is an impromptu live, y'all. This is an impromptu live stream. I wasn't even planning on going live, but I have to address this and I have to put it out on YouTube because why? I know you on YouTube. I don't know you in real time. So I'm not going to ever talk to you on no back end at all, ever. I'm not going to ever do that. If you want to address me about anything, you address it for everybody to hear. What the fuck is you trying to call me on the back end for? Nigga, we ain't getting money together. We not getting no money together. Call your son. Mentor your son. There's nothing that you can get from me. Remember, you don't need a motherfucker like me, You can stand on your own. So that's exactly what the fuck we gonna do. You have no reason to call me on the back end for nothing. I don't know you. Miss Eve, this is for you, Miss Eve. And it's nice and frosty too. Again, I don't know you outside of YouTube. I only know you on YouTube. Nice and frosty, I know your persona of what you show on YouTube. We got friends like that for you to be calling me all willy-nilly, nigga. I live a real fucking life. And if I'm not on this motherfucker, I don't want to talk to nobody until I'm ready to talk. You don't dictate when I want to talk. That's not how that goes, nigga. When I feel like talking, then I will set up a live, upcoming like I always do, and I'll follow through on what I do. Now, what you do is what you do. I don't give a fuck about what you got going on, bro. Stop talking that line with me because, see, you better know one thing about what I will do, or I will tell.
I'm still on you.
Again, I don't know you outside of YouTube. I only know you on YouTube. I don't know you. I know your persona of what you show on YouTube. Again,
I don't know you.
I don't know you. I don't know you.
I don't know you.
I don't know you. See, here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen, even with that, if I'm letting you know right off the riff that I'm not calling you no friend, so don't take it disrespectful when I say that. You have good associates and you got some bad associates, right? So it's up to you as an individual to deal with what you want to deal with within a person. If a person got bad characteristics about themselves, guess what? Get the fuck on from them. If it's not aligning with what you're standing for, then why am I going to be around an individual regardless if I know you or not? I'm going off of what you show me on YouTube. That's it. And if you're showing me that all you about is just some fuck shit, lying, and disrespect, then why in the hell do I want to be around that? I'm going to make sure to distance myself away from them type of individuals, especially when I don't know you. I don't know you. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. So when you got these imbecile motherfuckers sitting up here talking about you and saying all type of willingness, and you going on about your day, what do that tell me? That I live rent-free up in a lot of people's head up in here. All right, so let's get back into it. Let's get back into the video.
This is why you don't.
Hold on. Let's get back into the video, y'all. Hold on. What up with it, Steely Dan? I see you up in the building, man. Salute, man. Hope you hit that like button on the way in, Steely Dan. Please. I'm on stream, y'all, so please hit that like button the regular way. Just tap it once, because I'm on StreamYards.
We are virtually conversing and socializing. That's it. I don't know Heck Money Harlem. I don't know him. I've seen him in my lives. I've seen him on other lives. I met him years ago online. I don't know what he looks like from Adam or Sam. I know somebody probably doxed him, I think, but I don't remember what he looks like. Either way, I don't know. We don't know each other. So y'all want to go man meet and stuff like that? You putting yourself in a precarious situation by even man meet.
Ooh. Especially on here, Leticia, man, that is not the move. Brian, that ain't the move. Just meeting up with a man. Fuck that shit. Oh, no. No. Hell no. What up with it, man? What up with it? AC Walker's up in the building. What's up with you, man? What's happening with you, man?
That's my thing. Like, you putting yourself in a very harmful situation. I would have rolled with somebody, to be honest with you. I ain't going.
Brian said Brian does not endorse man meetings. Hey, Brian, look, I don't endorse it either, but I ain't gonna be so judgmental about it either, though. Hey, look, hold on. If you want to, look, that's your God-given right. If you want to meet up with a man, hey, that's on you. That's on you. But see, me, hell fuck no. No, I'm not meeting up with no goddamn man, not for nothing anyway. That's why, you know, a lot of people gonna say what they say, and no disrespect now, Mafia Anthony. That's why they gonna say what they gonna say about you for meeting up with Kevlo. It just gonna look a certain type of way. Sorry.
Nowhere man meeting, and I'm not with somebody like a homeboy, my cousin, family. Somebody should have came with me. I ain't just going to man meet nobody. Even when people do blind dates and stuff, and they go meet at places, they tell you go to public places, go out and meet at the coffee shop and stuff like that. So, and I guess you Mafia Aunt now. I can't see myself calling you that. I'm just gonna be honest.
Leticia say I don't see myself calling you no Mafia Anthony. Oh, woo, man. Hey, this is the opinion of Leticia's third eye point of view. These are not She's speaking her opinion. She don't see herself calling you no goddamn Mafia Anthony. But hey, I'm just gonna call you Mafia Anthony. I'm not gonna read that much into it though, because I already understand. I understand. Right, Trey. A cast of characters on this app for real.
With you're gonna be Ant to me. I've been calling you Ant. I added the outlaw to it because you was an outlaw, but now y'all got that whole situation all fucked up. So anyway, Ant, you're one of my son's ages, and I would say to you, you need to be very careful from here on out meeting people online, even if it's a female, because the females will get you hemmed up and will get you robbed and will get you gone. You'll be unalived.
Just moving forward, Mafia Anthony. And look, you grown, man. You gonna do it the way you want to do it, man. Just make sure you watch your own six. Come on now, watch your own six, my nigga. Cause can't nobody stop you from doing what you want to do. You a grown ass man, but come on, man.
So you gonna meet these people out in public spaces. I don't know if you're here, if you'll hear this message, but go meet them out in the public spaces. You put yourself in a very crazy situation.
That is correct, Leticia. See, Outlaw Anthony, you went to Kevlo's house and make it so bad you weren't even allowed to go inside of the house. He made you sit outside. Dig that, Mafia Anthony. You wasn't even allowed. He invited you over there for you to just sit on outside. No, that ain't it, bro. I'm just gonna tell you what I know. That ain't it. You know. And it's a lot of things, it's a lot of red flags in that situation that you put yourself in that you didn't need to put yourself in. See, for one, being on camera while you is in Georgia smoking weed, you have to think to yourself, bro, who don't like you? Who have you been going at while you've been on the internet? You've been talking cash money shit about TJ, and you sitting up smoking weed all on video. You all on the live stream smoking. Now, I'm just speaking hypothetically because I'm not accusing nobody of anything. But you got to realize, bro, you set your own cell phone up. You don't think that these people were sitting back looking at you all on camera smoking weed, and just all of us, and all of a sudden the police ride up on you. Guess what? Kevlo knew what type of car you drove. And also Kevlo knew that you had weed on your person. For a minute now, think for a minute now, Mafia Anthony, you don't think that Kevlo that dropped a dime to his own cousin? Fuck the bullshit that you see online as far as them going back and forth. Fuck all that. That's still his blood cousin at the end of the day, bro. That's still his blood.
All together. Like you out there. So yeah, that just crazy. I know you're gonna be on, man. You're a young man.
Brian, that man did not go inside of Kevlo's house. The whole time they did they live, he was outside. Man, what type of bullshit is that? What up with it, Kobe? What type of bullshit is that, Brian? Damn, I can't even come inside of the gate and park my damn car. The fuck? I can't come in. I can't come in the house, but you invite me over here just to sit on outside? Come on, man. That ain't it, bro. The fuck? You came out of your way over 4 hours to go link up with the man for him to have you just sitting on outside. Bro, that ain't it, bro. It ain't no disrespect. I'm just calling it the way I see it, bro. That wasn't it. Right, exactly, Brian. I would have left. Shit, the fuck, I came all the way over here. If that was the case, he could have just been outside on his own. I'm gonna come over to another man's house just to still sit outside? Bro, that didn't make no sense whatsoever at all, bro.
But I have a child that's 30, so they're older than you. That's my oldest. Hey, Miss Baker, I think I spoke to you. I'm trying to see if there's anybody that came in. Hey, Elon, Elon, I always mess your name up. Elon Milligan or Island. It's Island. That's right, Island. I got it. JT Chulo.
Island
Milligan. What's up? Highly favored.
Highly favored.
Hey, Heck Money.
How you doing?
Foxy Brown.
Highly
right,
favored.
KTC. Ignorance of the law does not excuse the crime. Exactly. A judge will tell you that. You can tell.
Thank you, Keith. Thank you for saying that. Keep the change. Ignorance of the law, ladies and gentlemen, does not excuse the crime. Okay? Just because you don't know that you committed a crime, that doesn't mean that you're not going to be held accountable for your actions. It doesn't work that way in the real world. You can try to make that shit work on the internet, but once you get off this damn internet, I guarantee you that won't work. You ain't going to sit up and be able to tell officer, well, officer, I didn't know that if I stole this piece of candy without paying for it, that I was going to go to jail if I got caught. Just imagine how that shit sound. That a person sits up here in a candy store, steals some goddamn candy, then get caught by the police, and then they got the nerve to tell the police, well, I didn't know if I had stole this piece of candy that I was going to go to jail. I didn't think there was no crime. You think the police going to give you a break because you didn't know? It don't work that way. It don't. So you people really do need to look at your laws within your state to know the do's and the don'ts, so that way you won't be ignorant to the fact. How about that?
You can talk all to you blue in the face. I didn't know. But that judge and the jury ain't going to care because they're going to be like, well, you should have known.
Right.
You don't have to meet a lot of these. I know I'm not trying. Hey, GWB, the clip up Kang.
Hey, shout out to GWB. Man meat. No. Boy, hey, shout out to GWB, boy. He got these people all frustrated and mad. Boy, I'm trying to tell you, GWB, boy, he be coming with the motherfucking clips on the motherfucker. Boy, I'm telling you, boy, y'all watch out, boy. GWB, he don't care who he clip up now. So let's get that clear. He'll clip me up. He'll clip Sids up. GWB don't care. He'll clip anybody up, man. Y'all gonna learn, though. Y'all gonna learn the shit that y'all be saying, and that shit get clipped up and then get played back again. Then you be all up in your damn feelings. Oh, well, look at GWB. He got to sit up here and be all clipping me up. Well, shit, what the fuck the difference is? How come you can't just stand on what the fuck you said? That is amazing to me how people get mad at GWB for clipping up their own fucking words. That is amazing to me.
Gems from Dr. Umar is in the building. Gems from Dr. Umar is in the building. Yeah. I said gems from Dr. Umar is in the building.
I say gems from Dr. Umar.
Yeah, the willful ignorance is not going to get you far. So be a little more cautious, young man. Please take your life serious, because to me, you really put your life at risk trying to man me, and it really wasn't worth it. Okay. Oh, really? Island? Oh, you're gonna have a 30-year-old. Yeah, I started young, man. Anyway,
What up, Slim? With
and
two
I still
M's
got a
up in the
7-year-old
building.
at home,
Salute.
so we still got babies. But so that's that for the willful ignorance. And dog, I hope that y'all work all that out. I know it's probably gonna be ongoing for a few months. It's dry up in these streets. Not something I'm too interested in, but did want to say just for your protection and safety.
Leticia, I'm with you on that. I'm not interested in none of that. They want people to talk about them. Yeah. I refuse to talk about that dumb shit right there. That is all some fake beef. They ain't got no beef between one another, Leticia. This is all for show. This is all for show. All for show. They don't, man, look. Again, Kevlo and Mafia Anthony is doing this for YouTube, for the drama, for people to keep talking about it, right? I won't be a part of that type of crowd to be talking about that crazy dumb shit right there. Because then at the end of it, Mafia Anthony, you did put yourself in harm's way by even meeting up with Kevlo. Hey, Rachel. So, I mean, look, to each his own on how you look at it. Your opinion is your opinion, but this is what I think about it.
To please be mindful next time you are out from a perspective of being safe, because you put yourself in a very unsafe predicament and anything could happen. So yeah, next time let's do better. Okay. So the next one I wanted to go into was there's a lot of stuff and talk about these charges. And I'm like, what the hell is going on?
You know why? You know why not worth it? Because this move of what he did, right? It put a spotlight on him. See, I ain't gonna sit up here and talk too crazy about Kevlo because it ain't like Kevlo the one that went to go see him. So that's why the spotlight, in my opinion, is on Mafia Anthony, because Mafia Anthony, in my opinion, just went around Kevlo to kick it and hang out. That's all cool, but what about making some money? See, I'm not gonna make that type of move, and then on top of that, your license is invalid. You have bogus plates on your car. If I'm going to make a move like that, it damn sure better be on some money. Not going to go see, and this is just my opinion, not going to see another man just to go hang out and be on YouTube going live and just smoking. That's counterproductive right there, in my opinion. What's the word, Carlos?
Like charges. So you got charges being brought up for Kevlo, charges being brought up for Thaddeus, and of course they keep bringing up Biz and Quanlo. He had charges, right? So we know about them having charges, right?
And guess what? Not worth it. He messing himself up with people that actually like to support Mafia Anthony. He actually messing his own self up with that. What's going on, Mo? See, when you make a move like that, bro, and the people that's actually supporting you see you make that type of move and lie about a situation, bro, you mess your money up that way. Because now anything that you say after the fact, they ain't gonna be so inclined to believe what you saying. They gonna believe that you running the play. Man, I can't stand no lie either. Not worth it. I can't take a liar. If you got the lie, then I'd rather you not even say nothing at all. I mean, I really, and look at it this way. If I truly don't like a person, it's going to be a lot of times that I ain't going to even speak about that person. You know why? Because if I truly don't like a person, then that means I should have nothing to say about nothing that they got going on. Hey, Yellow Duck, happy Thursday to you.
That's not something that's new, right? So anyway, some people want to be willfully ignorant of what a charge means. So I figured I'd be the one to break it down, because sometimes people just throw shit around. Like, we just want to throw words around and say things, and we don't know what they mean. It's really sad, because a lot of people in this algorithm are between, I want to say, mid-30s to 60s in this algorithm. For people to not know, it may be just they don't know. Anyone can be charged with the crime. Anyone. Anybody can be charged with the crime. Somebody can go tell the...
Well, Kobe, not me. I don't expect nothing from nobody. I just sit back and watch. I swear, I don't put no expectations on nobody on this app. I sit back and I watch how you move. I watch your character. And if you move it funny and you move in a certain type of way that I don't like, I just make sure to keep myself removed from that situation. That's it. I'm just going to be honest. When you sit up and put expectations on people that you don't know, you only setting yourself up to fail, in my opinion.
Police that you hit them in the face right now, and now you have charges. Okay. So then you have people who have actually been convicted of a crime. We have people who have been convicted of a crime.
Listen up, ladies and gentlemen.
Those are two different things. So the problem is you're putting jackets on people who have not been convicted. It's okay to say, hey, you were charged with this, but you're now saying someone is something and they were not actually convicted.
Any one of us can be charged with something. Any one of us, if we go out here and do wrong, any one of us can be charged with anything. But once that judge look over the evidence, even the argument from the prosecutor, and if the judge deems that it's no crime committed, they dismiss it, game, set, match. So you can hold your hat on, you can hold yourself on the person having a charge all you want. But unless that person is actually convicted of that crime, then what the fuck is we really talking about here? I mean, what is we really talking about? I'm not going to sit up here and waste my time on something about a person that they ain't never been convicted of. Yes, anybody can be charged with a crime. It's when you be convicted of it is when a person can really drive down on the situation. Kevlo was never convicted of that crime. So why in the fuck, Biz, do I need to have a big outrage about his charge? The court dismissed his charge. So that means that he was never convicted of the crime. So why am I sitting up here worried about that? But you is, because you want the attention to be up off of you, Biz 101. Guess what though, Biz 101? That shit ain't working.
Of the crime. That is a problem. Because now you're just putting jackets on people and you are causing an issue.
What up, Steady Grinder?
Because now you're making light of what an actual conviction is. Anybody can be charged with the crime. You're charged with the crime when you...
Didn't I just say that, ladies and gentlemen? Anybody can be charged with a crime. That ain't nothing. It's about the conviction of that crime that you need to worry about. And if you've never been convicted of a crime, then why in the fuck am I going to sit up here and raise an issue about that? That would be considered, in my opinion, to be counterproductive. I'm not going to sit up here and talk about no individual that wasn't formally charged with the crime, been convicted of a crime. Biz 101, you have been convicted of a crime and took a lesser charge for the crime that you committed. Why is stuff always told that we should already know is the question. Not us, Yella. This goes for these imbeciles that's acting like they don't know what the fuck is going on. And instead of them taking their emotions and their feelings about a person up out of it and just calling it for what it is, just because they don't like the person, they're going to go along with the bullshit lie.
Run a red light. That's a charge. Now, whether or not you choose to be convicted when you go to pay that ticket, that will be a conviction. Okay? Even if it's a misdemeanor.
You
are now convicted of running a red light. Okay? So we need to work on our jargon as middle-aged people. I don't know. Maybe some of y'all just ain't wrapped too tight. I don't know what it is. But a conviction is different from a charge. So people sitting up here just putting jack.
Now, again, let me say it slow for the people that's up in the back that didn't hear that. A conviction is when the judge actually convicts you of the crime that you committed. A charge, anybody can get a charge about anything or any infraction, right? But unless that judge sit up here and say that you guilty, boom, hit that gavel, then that's when you have to sit up. That's when you have the right to sit up and speak about a charge. Y'all hit that like button if you're picking up what old Johnny Blaze is putting down with this reaction with willful ignorance. Again, I'm not going to sit up here just because I don't like a person and put some on their jacket that ain't there. I can't do that. I don't too much care for Kev Lowe. But do that means that I have to put a jacket on him that ain't true? No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not a dirty individual like that. But you got a lot of people on this damn app that is.
Jackets on, folks. Need to work on that. Like, for real. It's really sad to see. And I don't want to seem condescending, but it's really, we need to get out some books, do our own definition research. What I make my son do, I make him get definitions. He gets a new word when he's homeschooled. He has to do a new word, okay? Yes, taking a plea, JT Chulo, equals a conviction because now you're convicted. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Hey, sis. How you doing, hon? I had to come talk on this. What's good? Courtney Peach, hey, hon. Sorry if I missed anybody. But a charge is different from a conviction, y'all. Y'all just sitting up here just willy-nilly putting charges on people or cases on people. I heard about this Kev Lowe charge. I'm like, he had a charge. Even the one that they posted of Thaddeus, that's a charge. I didn't see no conviction, and I don't believe nothing unless it has a seal on it. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. You can put whatever the hell you want on this website. I don't care. I know people who have actually doctored up paperwork, and some of them ain't. You know, they got in trouble for it. But there are people who go to prison or do white collar crime behind doctoring up paperwork, prescriptions, rent paper, credit, to get credit, a job, work, fake invoices, fake paycheck stubs to get a car. I know, look, I know people who've done this shit, and it just what it is. We all know somebody in some capacity that does something they shouldn't do. I would not myself participate in that type of activity because I like what I got. I like my freedom. I enjoy it. So I don't want none of it. But, and I don't knock them. Hey, if that's how they make their dough and they making money on the side, hey, to each his own. But I don't believe in a lot of the paperwork on here. I'm just being totally honest with y'all. Unless it has a seal on it, I don't believe it. It's basically nothing to me. You put all the paperwork you want on here. You can go doctor up paperwork, whatever. If it don't have a seal on it, it ain't doing nothing for me. So now I did know that Thaddeus had admitted to something, but that's his admission of something. And now you got people saying something completely false about it.
Now, that situation, if y'all notice, I have not once spoke about that alleged charges about Thaddeus. You know why? Unless it got something to do with some sexual deviant bullshit, I personally don't give a fuck. I'm just going to be honest with y'all. Yes, I didn't heard the chatter about what's going on with Thaddeus and whatever charges that he got on his background. I frankly don't give a fuck. I really don't. We are not perfect, ladies and gentlemen. We are not perfect. We look, and if this applies to you, then it applies. But if it don't, let it fly right over your head. I'm not sitting up here going through all that to look up somebody's background to see what the fuck they got on their record for one. Again, I don't give a fuck. And regardless of what a source is, guess what though, Carlos? You can actually look it up yourself if you that much invested up in it. If you that invested up in it, how come you just can't look it up yourself? Fact check it yourself. Don't go off of what others have said about it. You do it the same way that I did it with you, Biz 101. I know your real name, so I checked myself to see if it's still on your record. And it's still on your record. So you blatantly lied to the people saying, oh, well, I'm off the list. That doesn't mean that it's off your record, sir. It is there. Your real name is out there. So how in the hell can you keep up with a lie like that? Damn.
His own charges. So now you're putting a false jacket on someone, which is inaccurate. Now, grown people will know that that's not appropriate, that you can get into legal trouble behind that. And y'all think it is just on online and we just here for the fuck shit only and having fun, but there are people who take their reputation very serious. So just saying somebody's going around beating women or men or whoever, and you don't know you don't know how to read the documents, then
you know what? I would rather listen to Thaddeus tell his story if that's what he want to do. But an explanation with me personally, I don't need it. You feel what I'm saying? I don't need it per se. But if Thaddeus want to go ahead and tell his story and explain to people as far as his background, that would be on that man. But am I looking for him to explain it? No. That would be totally up to him. I don't care. Look, if it was to come out that it was some real bullshit on this, that would be one thing. I don't give a fuck about that again, because in real life, though, we all live in real life and we make sometimes bad decisions. Yeah, I saw that, Leticia. I saw he going live tonight. So even if I wanted, I'm going to tune into it. I'm going to tune into a show to him, just to hear him talk about it. But am I going to raise a big issue about that shit? No. No, I'm not, because I don't care. I didn't go looking for it. But guess who went to go look for it? Guess who went to go look for it so they could be like, look at Thaddeus. Look at what he got on his record. Look, you got a man that say he a rabbit, but look at what he got on his record. Like, you goofball sons of bitches. Don't nobody give a fuck about what you point out. Right, Leticia, it's not that important. It ain't never that important. Like, these motherfuckers put so much stock into the wrong shit.
You should probably shut the fuck up.
That part.
That's all I'm saying. You shouldn't speak on nothing. Don't speak on anything, because you don't know how to even read the charges.
Damn.
And if they're charges, okay? Unless that person comes out like Ears Kelly admitted that he slept with a minor, an underage girl, then I can say, well, that's what he did. He said he did it.
He sure did say that, Leticia. He even doubled down on it and said he got her emancipated and all that other shit. Exactly, Miss Baker. Look, see, these people be really trying to sabotage the support that people get on this app. That don't stop nothing, man. That don't stop nothing. If people want to support, they gonna support regardless. The same way Biz 101 that people support you and they know for a fact that you've been on the sex registry in Virginia. The same fucking way. So you trying to post salt on people salt on his support system that's supporting him, that ain't working, bro. That ain't working. All you did is made it even worse on yourself, because guess what? Thaddeus is about to capitalize off his own story. He's about to capitalize, and it's all because of you, Biz 101 and your co-host. Y'all just some losers, man. And again, y'all really don't know how to play this game the right way. And if you really did, then you wouldn't so much be jumping out the window the way you is, trying to expose others like you're really exposing Sis. Now think about this, ladies and gentlemen. You got Biz 101 and his co-host trying to expose others that support Sis, but they're not exposing Sis. All they doing is holding their hat on some fake ass paperwork about Sis being evicted and not being able to pay his rent for the last 7 months. That's what y'all hold y'all hat on with that. So y'all figure, oh, if we expose Thaddeus for his background, yeah, we got a leg to stand on. No, you don't. No, you don't. You don't have a leg to stand on. You're really being stupid. Excuse me. You're really being a dumbass.
Now, if somebody comes and they admit it, that's totally different. You got Quan Lo, who said he had somebody hanging over a balcony. He admitted to it. Okay? That's an admission of guilt. You got someone who pled to earring backs. getting some earring backs, okay? They admitted some fault of their own, even though they got a lesser charge. They still admitted to a crime.
So let's break this down again, Biz 101. Guilty, guilty. You didn't sit up here, you played out, my nigga. My nigga, I've been in the court system too. You admitted it. Okay? You admitted it. You admitted to everybody that you was on the sex registry in Virginia, sir. You admitted it. But now you want to double down. Now you want to disrespect the victims. What up with it, Retro 813 is up in the building. Salute. You admitted it, sir. You set up with people talking about, hey, man, it's not on my record. But, bro, we know your real name. Any motherfucker with common sense can just look your name, put your name in a database and look you up, bro, and see that you have been on a sex registry in Virginia. He has a 2003 Benz with 20,000 miles, so this doesn't matter according to him. Oh yeah. Oh, Brian, it most definitely matters though. He can put that front like he don't care. But yes, the fuck he do. He cares.
And they got probation or parole. So they're two totally different things. And it's just sad that these are middle-aged people in our algorithm. They don't know the difference between a charge and the difference between a conviction. Anyone can be charged with the crime. Anybody. Okay? Anybody can go say you did something.
Correct.
Unless you admit it on here, I'm not going to believe it. If you show some sealed document, official, I still might not believe it because it's so many people that will just doctor up shit just so people can watch them or so they can get clout. I mean, it's just ridiculous.
Now, let me give y'all a scenario, right? Now, y'all know when I did that last stream and I spoke about what Vince had shown earlier part of that morning as far as Kevlo charge, right? Ladies and gentlemen, I've been doing this for a while, right? And I understand that a charge is just that, a charge. Unless he was actually convicted of the crime, then to me, that would be worth speaking about. Not no fucking charge that he was later, that the judge dismissed in its entirety and sealed it. Okay? Sealed his record. All right? So why would I sit up again and waste my time about a charge, but he was never convicted of the crime? But with a person that actually was convicted of a crime and took a lesser charge, so he didn't have to face a lot of jail time. See, usually when people take a plea, not only do you admit to some type of guilt about the crime, but you're trying to skate out of not being able to do a time in jail. Now, that all stems from your background. If you got a hellified, extensive background of dumb shit like that, ain't no telling Biz 101. You might would have just even got just a slap on the wrist. I feel like you got a slap on the wrist, my nigga. You should have did more than just a year in jail, in my opinion, for the infraction that you did. That's just my opinion. But some type of way the judge saw leniency and only gave you a year and gave you 15 years on a sex registry, sir. Clown.
The level of attention whoredom on here, like, it's sad. Like, y'all really are hungry. You're starving. I don't know what kind of clout you want to eat, man. You want it sauteed, fried? I don't know. What kind of clout are you looking for? You want it greasy? You want it boiled? I don't know. Because y'all doing the most. Like, really? Like, we putting charges on everybody, like, or cases, and saying that people beat people, and people are saying that Kev Lowe take that. Like, come on now. It's getting to the point where it's like I can't even listen no more. So I'll turn the channel. Okay, it's 1 billion people on here.
That part.
Okay, so let's go over this, class.
Y'all
And
pay
probably the
attention
people
now.
who need to be here ain't here.
Pay attention.
What is the difference between being charged and convicted? Okay,
Y'all please pay attention now.
Now, here are the differences between a charge, conviction, and indicted. Okay, here's the difference. Charged. Read together. Let's read it together, class. This means that a person has been formally accused, the key word formally, of a crime by a prosecutor. It is the initial step in the legal process where the prosecutor files charges against an individual. Okay? It is the initial step in the legal process where the prosecution files charges against an individual. Okay? So let's read it again one more time for the people in the back queue. Let's do it in a Dr. Umar fashion. It is the initial step in the legal process where the prosecution files charges against an individual. Okay? So that is what a charge is. It just means you went to the police and told them something. Hey, this person hit me. This person stuck me. This person abused me, assaulted me. You're telling the police something. That's all you're doing. That's what you're doing at this point. I don't want to downplay it because there are people who do need charges on them. Okay? There are people who do need to be charged with stuff. But it is the initial step in the legal process. Okay? And you can Google all of this. So it's not like it's unbeknownst to you how to Google. Okay. To be indicted. This is a specific type of charge that occurs when a grand jury finds sufficient evidence to formally accuse someone of a serious crime. An indictment is typically required for felonies in many jurisdictions. So this is when it goes to the grand jury. They're the ones that look at all the evidence, the discovery, and they're the ones that decide, maybe should we charge them with the felony for this crime or should we not? They do have their vote and then it goes forward or it gets shut down. It still doesn't mean the person has been convicted, okay? Indictment does not still means that the person is still innocent before found guilty, okay? Now, let's go to convicted. Convicted. This means that a person has been found guilty of a crime after a trial or plea. Say it one more time. Or plea agreement. Convicted. Let me read it again. This means that a person has been found guilty of a crime after a trial or plea agreements. Okay? Let's learn our words, y'all. Because if you're going to be willfully ignorant, just say, hey, I don't care. I'm just going to say he raped somebody. Say that.
That part right there, Leticia, that part right there. If you just don't like a person, just say, hey, I don't like him and I think he did it. I can respect that more than you just putting a jacket on the person and you just all out wrong. You dead wrong. At least I can respect it better if you just sit up here and say, well, I don't like that person. And I think they did it. No matter what the truth is to these individuals, they still got their mindset of the person actually doing it. Now y'all stay woke now.
Or I don't care. I'm just gonna say he beat this woman.
What up with it, Wolfpack?
Or I don't care. I'm just gonna say he assaulted her. Because you're either gonna say I'm gonna say this because I don't like the person, or you're gonna be honest and say, you know what, y'all can't be saying that he was convicted or putting that jacket on this person because they didn't do it. They weren't convicted of it. Okay? Or just
now, Biz 101, since you about a slower than molasses Movado looking motherfucker, let's go over this again, right? You was convicted of a crime. You took a plea of a lesser charge. You took a plea for a lesser charge, Biz 101. You took a plea for a lesser charge, Biz 101. So guess what, sir? You actually was convicted of a crime. You didn't want to do the jail time of the initial charge, so you took a plea. Okay? You took a plea. It's really not that complicated, though. It really ain't. But they will make it complicated because why? They are talking about the people that they don't like. So they don't care either way if the man was innocent or either guilty. They don't care. They want the motherfucker to be guilty. But in fact, they're not guilty. But they will still run with that narrative. Because why? They don't like them. They don't like the individual. Again, I don't too much care for Kev Lowe, but right is right and wrong is wrong. If he was never convicted of the charge that y'all was able to find, then it ain't nothing to talk about over here with me. Y'all hit that like button if you're picking up what old Johnny Blaze is putting down with this reaction to Leticia's third eye point of view with willful ignorance. Excuse me.
just shut the fuck up again. Or you could just shut the fuck up.
That part.
A conviction results in a legal judgment against the individual, which may lead to sentencing. These terms represent different stages in the criminal justice process. Okay? So if someone was convicted, that means they were found guilty of the crime.
Guilty,
either they went to trial.
Look, it's not on my record. Guilty. Go down, let me go down. Let's go down. Guilty. Look, he looked like a little old kid. Look, it's not on my record. Look, it's not on my record. Well, boy, you would be fucked up if I... Never mind. Because I'm not going to do that. But, bro, trust me when I tell you that I looked your name up and I still saw that conviction on your record. So let's leave the charge up out of it because you're beyond the charge. You was convicted of a lesser charge. You was convicted and took a plea and took a lesser charge, sir. You admitted some type of guilt for that crime, that you took a plea. Goofball.
Or they did what lesser charge does, Biz Kelly, and have a plea agreement.
It is what it is.
They decided I'm a plea, so that way, I don't have to go to prison. I won't go to jail. Okay, that's what they'll say.
Boy, Biz wouldn't last a week up in jail. Let's just be honest, ladies and gentlemen. He wouldn't have lasted a week in jail being a sexual predator. See, they do things to individuals that likes to mess with little girls. Oh yeah, people, the men up in jail, they don't like that type of shit, bro. Bro, you would have been free lunch if you'd have went to jail and you knew it. You is a little bitty guy. You wouldn't have lasted a week up in jail. They would have made you somebody's bitch. And I stand on that, Biz. Somebody in jail would have made you they bitch. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. You'd have turned into a transmission in a minute, being in jail, and they find out that you on the docket for messing with little girls. Bro, you knew it for your own self that you was not. So you hurry up. You was crying like a motherfucker. Oh shit, goddamn it! I don't want to face no real jail time for this shit. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do it. I didn't mean to do it. Oh, please, I didn't mean to do it. Your Honor, I didn't mean it. Please, I don't want to do no time in jail. I learned my lesson, Your Honor. I learned my lesson. He would have been somebody's bitch, Sadie Grinding. That is an absolute fact. That is not no opinion. That is a fact. Biz 101 wouldn't have lasted a week in jail with a jacket like that. And everybody knows that, Biz.
I don't want to go to jail, so I'm a plea so I can get a slap on the wrist. That's my sound effect. Slap on the wrist, and I'm going to go home, and I'm going to eat my oats and my oats meals and all that, my ramen noodles, and I'm going to be at home while I take pictures every year or two.
Leticia, I just saw it too. I'm about to share it on my community wall. Hold on, I just saw it too. So I'm about to share it on my community wall. Hold on. Oh, Lord. All right, so I shared it to my community wall. So y'all, that for those, this would be my first time actually seeing this. Shout out to the Drop Queen, Leticia's Third Eye Point of View. Let's check it out. Quan Lo checks cult-like lesser charge Ninja Biz Kelly.
You know she's surgical with this shit.
Take this shit to motherfucking trial. Take this shit to motherfucking trial.
Do it look like Biz doing good?
Facts. Biz look like he gonna take some shit.
I guess so. Punk ass bitch.
There was a plea bargain here between your counsel and the prosecutor. You were initially charged with a very serious felonious assault.
The assault, they took that, they amended the major charge that she was trying to say and replaced it with that. The same thing they did with all the other shit when they ain't trying to let nobody get no innocent plea.
You lesser charge ass bitch.
The prosecutor has moved the court to dismiss that very serious felony and has filed a new charge, a still serious assault charge, but that's a misdemeanor of the first degree, and the penalties are less severe.
No, they amended the major charge and replaced it with that one.
But nigga, you a lesser charge ass nigga pleading guilty to a lesser charge. You
pleaded guilty to lesser charges in a plea deal.
He was kind of like slow. That motherfucker was kind of like slow.
That don't mean he ain't do what he did. That just means he can't prove it. And he pleaded out to it legally.
They were stunned at the development of a possible plea deal.
They gave me probation.
This bitch ass nigga got a lesser charge.
To a lesser charge.
And when they say this shit too, that shit is whack, nigga. He went to jail for that. I did not. I got 3 years probation for that.
Shut your motherfucking mouth, nigga.
I was out on probation.
Man convicted of sexual assault is getting a slap on the wrist.
Will serve probation, but likely won't see any prison time under a judge's ruling from this week. Rose Schmidt explains why.
The judge imposed and stayed 3-year prison sentence, which basically means he won't be locked up unless he seriously violates his probation. That leaves police and survivor advocates asking why there wasn't a harsher punishment.
Ain't that better? Ain't that better? Bitch ass nigga.
Finish him. Flawless victory. Fatality.
Subscribe and click the notification bell.
Now, Leticia, you already know, put your link to your second channel. Y'all go sub up to Leticia Third Eye Point of View 2.0. All right? Now, I got some business that I got to take care of, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry about that, but I do have to cut this show. So it's going to be a part 2 to this later on. I'm going to make sure to do that. And the Jesse Lee makes Feminist unhinged. Yes, I'm sorry, not worth it, but I got some business that I got to take care of. If it wasn't pressing, then I will keep going like I normally do. No, I'm not scamming. I'll be back. How am I scamming? Now, come on, Carlos, man. Come on, Carlos, man. Now, how am I scamming? Boy, look, hold on. How am I scamming, though? I ain't scamming no damn body. I ain't got no money. What the fuck? No. No, I actually do got some pressing business that I got to take care of, y'all. But I'm going to make a part 2. Don't worry now. Don't worry. Oh, most definitely I will be back. All right? Y'all just give me a few hours. I'm going to make a part 2 with Willful Ignorance by Leticia's Third Eye Point of View. I'm gonna make a part 2 to this. See, what I am gonna do though is show Biz that I can milk this. Oh, I can milk this just as good as anybody on this app that's a content creator, Biz. And I can most definitely milk this and make it stick. So don't worry. This just a little preview of what's going to eventually come out. Now, this is just part 1. I'm going to make a part 2 to this. Oh yeah. I'm going to show you why people still give me respect over here, Biz 101. I never look for no respect for you. I don't give a fuck about you. And hypothetically speaking, if I was in your presence, I'd slap the shit out of you. Hypothetically speaking. Hypothetically speaking, I would love to stump a mud hole up in you, nigga. Yeah. So, but I'm just speaking hypothetically. I'm not going to do none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? You're not ever worth that shit at all. You ain't worth it. But hypothetically speaking, if I was in your presence and I was to ever see you in the streets, nigga, boy, I will, hypothetically speaking now, I'll make all the right side of your face turn red, goddammit. Yes, Leticia, I am in the milking business. No, what you mean I got paid for 7-11? He ain't coming back. Hey, Carlos, I'm coming back, man. Oh, no, I'm about to milk this. This is fun, ladies and gentlemen, whether y'all think so or not. This is fun and entertaining to learn the difference between conviction and a charge. So, no, I'm coming back. Y'all can, Carlos, I know you gonna talk your shit. I ain't worried about you, man. But listen, I will be back in a few hours, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to do a part 2 to this video. Salute to the chat. Appreciate y'all hitting that like button. Appreciate y'all supporting the channel by giving me a like and giving me a view. But Johnny Blaze is up out this thing. I will see y'all later. Look, Brian, now since you said that, Brian, oh hell no. Since you said that, Brian, I gotta leave y'all off with this drop right here. Yeah, I gotta leave you off with this drop right here. Damn, JB2 is buying Taylor Port. God damn, JB2, you buying Taylor Port. Boy, I've been exposed for drinking Taylor Port. I'll see y'all in a few hours, man. You buying Taylor Port? You buying? Shout out to Andre O.P. Kimball. Shout out to Andre O.P. Kimball. You buying? And now I'm ashamed of you, Southside. Now I'm just gonna keep it real, man. You drinking Taylor Port? Man, that's what the hood rats be drinking when they think about the drink that they want to drink. You buying Taylor Port? You buying Taylor Port? I can't believe this shit right here. I can't believe this. You buying? I wish I would have never saw that. You buying? I wish that I would have never saw that. Now, if anybody knows about Taylor Port, that's like a cheap ass wine. It's cheap as fuck. Of course, it's gonna get you fucked up, but man, I ain't never seen no man get no Taylor Port. Women, yes. You bang. I can't believe what I just saw with Southside drinking on some Taylor Port. Now, do you know how much content that is? You bang. Southside, do you know how much content that is? Exactly, Trump. It's only $11 for the big thing. If you get the handle, you won't pay under $20 for that motherfucker. You bang. Taylor Port. I had to go and get it. You bang. Taylor Port. You bang. Oh, come on, man. Come on, Southside. You had to show Taylor bang. And your teeth is still fucked up, my nigga. You bang. Taylor Port. You bang. That's the wine version of Erkin Jerk. Yeah. Man, I can't, Dave, I don't drink no wine. Let me be clear with everybody. Wine gives me a headache. It's too sweet. Alcohol is already sweet enough. See you later.